Now, pornography viewing among teens disorientates them during the developmental phase when they have to learn how to handle their sexuality. About risk associated with viewing pornographic content, our correspondent Juliet Obakurive reports.
Pornography is the act of viewing sexually explicit videos or pictures that can arouse the human feeling, and pornography viewing among teenagers disorients them during that developmental phase when they have to learn how to handle their sexuality and when they are most vulnerable to uncertainty about their sexual beliefs and moral values.
Viewing pornographic materials is detrimental to the mental health of teenagers. How? Because it predisposes them to depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem.
The act of viewing a sexual video, it can be a written content. When you now talk of mental has to do with the way we think, feel, and behave.
Whatever you feed your thoughts with is what you think, and what you think is what gives back to your action. And your action becomes a normal habit, and your habit results in your character, and part of your character could be your destiny.
A significant relationship also exists between frequent pornography use and feelings of loneliness, including major depression that alters the brain in such a way similar to the neurological alterations of those addicted to cocaine, alcohol, or drugs.
The frequent access to pornographic material tends to cause what we call teenage pregnancy. It affects healthy relationship among the teenagers.
It can damage the image of the teenager viewing it. It can also cause emotional instability. It will affect you in your marriage. A paramount issue is the issue of addiction. When a teenager is addicted to it, you keep watching it, and then another thing it will lead to is it will affect your mental health.
Psychologically, it affects the thought. Most of them become addicted to it.
Teenagers tend to want to explore new things and dare to determine an action without careful consideration. This condition is synonymous with a great sense of curiosity in adolescents due to the rapid growth and developments in terms of physical, psychological, and intellectual developments, and actions or decisions without careful consideration in dealing with a problem can have a big impact, both in the short and long term for adolescents.
Parents have to be available at all times in terms of teaching them the ways to follow, educating them the need to stay away from such and the negative effects attached to that.
Monitoring what their children watch with their devices on the internet, and then you can seek to know the company they are keeping, the peer pressures they are faced with, counseling the child on the dangers associated with viewing pornography.
There should be government policy on movies, the content there, whether it is fake made or real, the message is already passed and we've seen it. So they should have policy, government policy on the movies and what we watch and what we do.
The society can help the teenagers by, creating an awareness to sensitize the teenagers on the dangers associated with viewing pornographic content. Another way they can also help is, putting structures in place that can help these young ones not to view pornography. They can, place a ban on, the websites that, projects this pornography.
Also, parents should educate their children on the dangers attached to viewing pornographic materials and should be mindful of them being influenced by peers or the internet. Juliet Obakurive, reporting for KAFTAN TV News.